The following is a Thorf TV production brought to you in cooperation with Jack Thorfinson. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time once again for the SOCS Show, brought to you live from way up north near the Canadian border. Let's have a big rousing round of applause for that fun YouTube personality. Here he comes direct from the bar, Mr. Holster! You gotta be kidding me, fun? That guy? Why, he's... Oh, Mr. Holster, hey, that's me! Howdy, Parge, yeah, it's me, Mr. Holster. And Jack, you look good tonight, Jack, you really do. You got cold outside. I can tell. You got the fire going in here. You'll warm up. What did you get out tonight, Jack? Oh my gosh, look at that. Canadian Club 100% rye. Imported Canadian whiskey. Right across the border. What'd you go up and get it yourself? 40% alcohol by volume, 80 proof. Made from single grain rye. Our master distillers bring you a whiskey made from single grain rye, spicy, rich, with hallmark smoothness of Canadian Club. Makers of exceptional rye whiskey for over 150 years. As Machine Gun Kelly would say, let's pop the top on this one. This looks like a complicated affair. I don't know if I can... I think I got it, Jack. Nope, no need to... Nope. Well, actually, I'm afraid we're going to have to use this. You would think I'd had enough experience doing this, it wouldn't be that difficult. See, it just goes to show Mr. Holster is not as big a drinker as people say. Oh, Jack, it's got a cork. Not sure whether it's a real cork or synthetic, though. We shall see, we shall see. There we go. As Machine Gun Kelly would say, let's pop the top on this one. I can't remember. The last bottle of whiskey I opened, Jack, that was a fresh bottle, was the one that came from the Crazy Scotsman. Yeah. What a great guy. Oh. Well, it's a synthetic cork, but boy, that does smell good. Check that out, guys. Woo-hoo. Okay, I'm getting excited to try this. Pour a little in the old ranch shot glass. West Texas dust. All things in moderation. Yeah, well, not too moderate tonight, huh? I mean, it's a full bottle. You got to pour them big on the beginning of the bottle because nobody can tell. Ooh, we'll put that cork back in there. Put it aside, and Machine Gun Kelly wants to pop it. He can come pop the top himself. Well, let's put it this way. Mr. Holster's been known to stick himself more than once. Get that out of the way. And like 4 minutes into this, I haven't even... Okay, I got myself some Imperial Jack. I'm going to open it, so I got it as a chaser. This is really hard to find this. From Rhinelander, Wisconsin. You'd think it would be easy to find this, and it isn't. Imperial Jack, double IPA, 8.5% alcohol by volume, and 75 IBU, whatever that means. Look at that. Nice and cold. Yeah, you got a garbage can over here, Jack. Put the old pocket watch / bottle opener away. Let me get this poured, and then we'll have our toast to get the show rolling. This stuff's so good, I got to get every drop out. I will say this is by far my most favorite beer of any I've had. Okay, to date. Ready, set? Let's be a little slow. I gotta check this out. To the sunny slopes of long ago. That doesn't heat you up and cool you down all at the same time. My, that's quite good. Yeah, I could see that over some spring water ice cubes. And just let it sit for a little bit. Good stuff. You know, my grandfather fell at Gettysburg, and that was the last time my grandmother ever let him take a flask on vacation with himself. When I was born, the doctor turned to my mother and said, I did everything I could, but he pulled through anyways. I had some time getting here tonight. A cop stopped me. You know, they stop you for the slightest little thing nowadays. Who knew it was against the law to do a U-turn in a car wash? My wife said you haven't been very nice to my mother. I replied, well, why do you get mad at me? Neither has Mother Nature. My wife's mother is just an amazing woman, though. She's 83 years old, and she doesn't need glasses. She just drinks right out of the bottle. I called my wife on the phone today, and I said, honey, I've been thinking about you. I'm getting a little excited. And she said, who is this? Good monologue, Jack, but we got to get a gal in here to turn the cue cards for me. Well, all the girlfriends you have, you'd think you'd have one that would like to come over and turn some of Mr. Holster's cards. Flip some of Mr. Holster's cards. Yeah? Maybe? No. Okay. Well, you can't have everything, I guess. We'll just dream on. Maybe someday we'll get a bigger budget and we can hire a gal. Which is interesting, though, Jack. You've been interviewing gals for a job for the last 3 years, and yet you've hired no one. But you keep having interviews. You even went so far as you ordered in a sofa for your office just for the interviews. I'm starting to worry about that, Jack. This is what we got tonight, guys. Oh, I got to have a little of my IPA. That's 7 minutes and 42 seconds of your life you'll never, ever get back again, by the way. You know, I have to be here, but you don't. This is what we're going to talk about tonight. I got a lot of things I'm going to talk about tonight, but I wanted to show you this, hence the title on this. And to anybody who just showed up for this thing, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but it's, yeah, this is, every SOCS show has its traditions, and it takes us sometimes a while to get to the main point of the show. And I wanted to show you how my Shockwaves turned out. So I'll got them right here. This one's not quite done. I got a little cleanup to do on it, but it's pretty good. This is my summertime Shockwave. Get you a good look at that. See, I move slower. The camera gets a better shot of it, I think. Yeah, I do these slow movements. We could get the girl to do that too, Jack. Yeah, what do you think? Get her a nice, tasteful outfit that's got a lot of cleavage? How about it, Jack? Don't give me a dirty look. No, I don't know who that Gentleman Weinstein guy is. Yeah. It's named after a rabbit, though. That should tell you something right there. Okay. Number one. Number two, the wintertime. The wintertime. I'm going to do this way this time. The wintertime Shockwave. Yeah. This is my winter Shockwave. If you can see that. Share that with you. And then, of course, the nighttime urban Shockwave, which is, yeah, the one with the sling and my flashlight. Yeah, this is just black. Yeah, because Jack says that black is beautiful and I should just leave this one. Isn't that what you said the other day, Jack? I should just leave this as it is. So I am. I'm leaving it as it is. And, of course, this one's modified with that GG&G flashlight mount and my old Sting Streamlight, Scorpion Streamlight, and it's got that nice, and I'm going to be sorry I said this because now I can't remember the name. It's marble. Yeah, that nice marble sight on the front that's a tritium night sight, which is, yeah, put it this way, maybe you can see that if I get it on. Yeah, there we go. I think you can see that. So there you go. There are the Shockwaves of a different color. Yeah. I thought you'd like to see those. Not a big deal, but it was fun. It was fun doing it, and the white and black has actually been done in high temperature paint, where the other's just the regular camouflage paint. But we had fun doing that day, didn't we, Jack? Jack's mad because the other night at Halloween, yeah, he had a few too many. On the way back, he got pulled over by the police. The police officer said, "Did you know you were going 75?" And Jack said, "No, I didn't." And the police officer said, "Well, you know, until you get a car, stay off the interstate." This is the other thing I was going to talk about. But before we do, I got my bean pot here. Yeah, the John Wayne bean pot from the movie Rooster and the Lady. It's actually the wilderness stew pot that Katharine Hepburn was making wilderness stew in. And we're going to draw the name for the Voodoo Tactical Hat. Jack, geez, I forgot to get the hat out. Yeah, the Voodoo Tactical Hat we're giving away. And tomorrow, you might want to tune into tomorrow's show, the Saturday Gun Chat, where we're giving away another Voodoo Tactical Hat to the person that answered correctly, which there were a lot of them, so we're going to have to draw a name again. Oh my gosh, I'm forgetting his name. What is my mental block with Mel Torme? There we go. It's Mel Torme. Yeah, the singer that collected Colt Single Action Armies, and I couldn't remember his name, and so I threw out a contest there. Somebody could tell me what his name was, and it's Mel Torme, and quite a few people got it. And the Velvet Fog. And so tomorrow morning we're going to draw the winner for the tactical hat on that contest. And there's a lot more names there. This is only half a dozen names. So let's get busy. Let's draw them out. We'll reach in the old bean pot and pick out a name. And the winner is Ed, USAF. There you go, Ed, USAF. You're the winner. PM me your shipping information, and I'll get my minions to send that hat. I don't have any minions. I just thought it sounded good. I'll send out that hat to you. Yeah, you might like it. It's a nice hat. It's got the U.S. flag on the front of it, on Velcro, so you can remove it, but why would you want to? Seriously. But you could. This is the other thing I was going to talk about real quick. As long as we're on the guns of different colors, I was going to talk just briefly, just for yucks, my old Ruger Police Service 6. What a great gun in 357 Magnum. And you know, the nice thing about a 357 Magnum, you get it and you can train in 38. It's a little cheaper, and you don't wear the gun out as fast. What a great gun. And yeah, I know it's a little slow to reload, but you'd be surprised how fast you can do a reload on these. And Jerry Micklick. Yeah, Jerry Micklick did a reload real fast with his revolver. Of course, that's an 8-shot, and he has moon clips, but it took him, I think it's the world record is 4 seconds or under 4 seconds for 16 shots. And it's an 8-shot, and he had to reload. So you can effectively reload these things. Yeah, you've got a lot smaller capacity, but you know, you run 357 Magnums in here, and you get a lot more bang for your buck than you do with 9mm. And as long as I'm on the subject here of revolvers, I'm going to tell you a story about off-duty police officer who was carrying, and I keep going back to this, I'm pretty sure it was a detective special he was carrying. 6-shot, and he got in a shootout, and it took more than the 6 shots, and when they showed up, fortunately, he won the fight and went unscathed. But when they showed up and they started asking questions, they said to him, "Well, they said, Bill, how many shots did you take?" And he went, well, I took 8 shots. You sure you took 8 shots? And his revolver had 2 spent cartridges in it, and he said, oh yeah, and he reached in his pocket and he pulled out the other 6 cartridges. He said, oh yeah, here they are. You see, because he'd gone to the shooting range and practiced with that gun, and every time he did, instead of turning the gun and dumping the cartridges, he'd put them in his pocket so he didn't have to pick them up. So what he did in the gunfight is he actually took the time to, when he unloaded the gun, to put them in his hand and put them in his pocket. You see all the time he lost doing that. This is why it's so important to train just like you were in a gunfight. And you actually train so that when the real thing happens, you do it the right way. Just thought I'd mention that. It has nothing to do with anything. I just came into my head. Then right here, you've got the new Ruger Match Champion. Yeah. And I just love this gun, Jack. This is such a nice gun. Oh my gosh. Have you ever shot this? Oh yeah, you've shot this gun. That's right. I got it from you. I almost forgot about that, Jack. Yeah, this was your gun before, wasn't it? Oh, it's such a nice gun. It really is, Jack. It's a beautiful gun. And it's so accurate. Oh my gosh, what a great gun, Jack. So smooth, so accurate. It's got the special action job they do at Ruger with the shims on the trigger and the hammer. Actually, there were no shims on the hammer. I pulled the hammer out because I made it double action only. I took the hammer spur off and I removed the full cock notch. And when I did, there were no shims in there. They advertised that. There were no shims in there. But you'll notice I left a little nub on there, and I do that because I'm trying to leave as much weight on there as possible so I don't get light primer strikes. I leery of doing that. I'm leery of taking it down like this one is. This is a factory job. You see, but look at how thick that is compared to this hammer. It's a little thicker, so it's a heavier hammer. So I'm leery of taking it all the way down and making it look pretty. This is strictly, and I do that because I only want to shoot the gun double action only. Yeah. I don't want to cock it and then go, oh, I'm not going to shoot. Then I got to decock it, you see. You only pull the trigger if you're actually going to shoot. It's kind of like a samurai. You only pull your knife if you're going to use it, if you're going to draw blood. Otherwise, you keep it in the sheath. Well, there you go. There's the SOCS show tonight. Jack, is there anything you want to say? Jack, 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 Jack! You awake? Ah, brother. You see, they can't even see you over the gun, Jack. That's why I do that. He doesn't care. He's been sleeping ever since Halloween night, I tell you. So there you go, guys. There's the SOCS show. Before I leave you tonight, Jack and I are having a contest. It's our 5,000 sub giveaway. And if you want to get in our contest, all you got to do is, number 1, be a subscriber. Number 2, like this video. And number 3, in the comment section down below, just tell me what you're thinking and tag it with either Shockwave or Ruger. It's your choice tonight. Yeah. There we go, Jack. Good show. Well, I hate to wake you up. I'm sorry I woke you up, buddy. Good show. Good job on the monologue, though. I just wanted to compliment you. Jack writes the script, so thank you, Jack. From Jack, our producer, and me, Mr. Holster, go out and stay safe. Ooh, that's 19 minutes and 10 seconds of your life you'll never, ever, ever get back again.